Nobody here was thrilled with the old system, the old document management system. If we would have had big supporters on the technology committee, it would have been one thing, but after I came back from ILTA, I said, we got to take a look at what's out there, because I told them I believe that when you look at the cost of upgrading our current system where we need to get to where we need to go, it's going to cost us a lot of money, and it's going to cost us a lot of pain internally in just dragging everybody through training and all the issues involved in that, and document renumbering, and how is that going to work, going to look like, document type consolidation, all these things that we talked about, and they looked at me and go, well, of course, let's look at other stuff. The technology committee was very supportive of looking at alternatives. I think as an organization, one of the first things we really had to do was to really consider whether we want to embrace cloud or SaaS type apps, or whether there's cloud storage involved, that sort of thing. There was a lot of discussion in our industry, still is in some circles, about whether or not it's ethically right to do that. I think we're past that now. I think people realize that it's much more of a question of security, and if the technology meets your needs, do they have the security measures in place so that A, your data is secure and client's data is secure, but B, also you meet the compliance requirements of all of the various and sundry clients that are descending upon firms, asking for audits and protection of documents and need to know access. And that's been the backdrop of the kind of decisions that we have to make when it comes to selecting any of these products. And so when we look at NetDocuments, I have to say, my gut level reaction was, I like where this is headed. Is it secure? Is it really going to be robust enough for our people? Those were good questions we had to sort of vet as we got into it. I also went on a real in detail, just a cost comparison analysis where we were looking at every cost that we have associated with document management versus every cost that we would have if we went with NetDocuments. And for our firm is that it was about equal in cost. It really wasn't significantly different either way. And so you go with an outside solution like NetDocuments, now you start getting to other kinds of value that are a little harder to put dollar value on. It isn't like, well, I can replace 25 servers with NetDocuments. But extreme value from a CIO's perspective, in my opinion. If I could get a much better warm and fuzzy feeling being with NetDocuments, because I know that they've got continuity in their service, that the people there are many people who understand how the system works, many people involved in maintaining it, keeping it up and running, they've got the appropriate redundancy, and I'm not building it, and I don't have to replace it every 5 years, and I don't have to worry about it every time a technician leaves. It has tremendous value to the firm, but it's really hard to put dollar values on that, because you're not just saying, well, this costs X or that costs X. But in reality, I think those things lead to, if you have a good partner, and I think NetDocuments is an excellent partner, you wind up in a situation where you've got much better uptime, much better service to your internal clientele, and our internal IT people can focus on the things that I believe we're really here for, which is to help people make better use of the technology, as opposed to constantly being in the business of rebuilding and fixing it and sitting on the kettle lid and throwing water on the fire and all the other things that we wind up doing if we try to do all this stuff ourselves.